Hey, Shaun Brewster here with you once again today. Now, a little while ago, I wrote an article on the topic of leadership. I've been very fortunate to have some great leaders in the course of my 25 years or so in health and education. And I've learned some amazing things from those people along that time and been able to apply them myself. And so this article was about a number of different lessons that I've learned along that journey. One of those lessons is one I'd like to talk about today and share with you and expand on a little bit more. The lesson was called Show Them Their Potential. Now, I've been the very fortunate recipient of this lesson multiple times in my career, and it's absolutely set me up to be able to have more confidence in taking on challenges and doing different things in my career. The idea of show them is where the leader would give the recipient more responsibility than they would possibly believe that they deserve at that point in time. So they might be setting them up to take on a project. It might be saying, here, I want you to lead this activity. Here, I want you to be responsible for these people. Here, I think you can handle this level of responsibility, whatever it might be. And then in doing so, the recipient of that gift, if you want to call it that, typically feels like they're outside of their depth. Like it's more than they can handle. They're bitten off more than they can chew, and they're typically a little bit afraid. But if they can trust the leader and if the leader can engender that trust within them when they give them that gift, it will give them the opportunity to then hopefully step up and meet that standard that's been set for them. This has certainly been the case for me. I can remember multiple times in my career where people have asked me to do things or told me that they believe I could do things when I felt like, no, I don't think so. And look, the perfect example is how my career started. I was 21 years old. And I got a phone call one day randomly from one of my university lecturers who I hadn't seen for 6 or 12 months or so since I'd graduated from the course. And he said, hey, I'm leaving the college and I think you should apply to take my job. And like I said, I've just graduated, 6 or 12 months earlier. I hadn't been out for very long. I'd been practicing for a little bit, but really wasn't ready to take on a teaching job. Although I had been teaching martial arts for a number of years, and so had some teaching experience in that setting. So a little bit of confidence in front of a group of people, but I certainly was not ready or up for the task of stepping out in front of 25 or 30 people, most of them being older than me, because at this point I was 21 years old, and talking to them about health and different healing modalities at a tertiary level. And so in that situation, this leader, this teacher, had given me a gift of opportunity, one that I was absolutely terrified of, but also one that I feared regretting if I'd passed up on it. But I trusted that person's opinion of me enough to at least try for the job, try it for the job. I applied, and funnily enough, I got the job. Maybe it was a circumstance of timing. Maybe there was nobody else on the horizon for them and they needed somebody in a pinch. But whatever it was, I took the opportunity and I stepped into that role. And here I am 20 something years later, still teaching at that level. Now, I wouldn't have taken on that responsibility or taken on that task if somebody didn't believe in me. And this is such an important thing. If you are a leader of people, if you run a business and you have staff, if you're a parent, if you're a partner, if you're a member of a family, you're a leader. And you have the opportunity to present opportunities, or as we're calling it today, gifts to people who you can be a leader for. If you present it to them in a way that makes them believe that they can step up and take on that task, they're more likely to do it. And when they do it, a funny thing happens. They rise to the occasion. And if they don't rise to the occasion, they learn something about themselves along the way. And that too is a gift. So this has been the case for me multiple times in my career. It's happened in my work in associations. It's happened in my work in education. It's happened in my teaching of martial arts. It's happened in just about every professional capacity that I've stepped into in my career. Somebody has given me an opportunity that I didn't think I was ready for. And almost every single time, I'd have to say that I've said yes, because what's the alternative? The alternative is wondering what would have happened if you'd said no. And I hate that. I hate the idea of regretting something. And so as a leader, we have this immense opportunity to be able to help people, to be able to give them something that can absolutely change their life. And so show them their potential. But at the same time, say, all right, I think you're up for this task. And if you fall, I'll be here to catch you. That's also another important component of this leadership style, is to show them what you think that they're capable of. Be ready to catch them when they fall, help them understand where they went wrong, and then let them go again, let them try again. And if you can do that, that is real leadership. That will set people up for success. And if you're trying to build a team, if you're trying to build a group of people to work with you, there's no better way to build capacity in that team than to push them a little bit further than they think they're capable of, support them along the way, help them when they don't achieve their goals. Let them understand that perfect is not the goal, getting better is the goal. So that's something I'd like you to consider if you're a leader. And I think just about all of us are leaders in one way or another. In fact, if you're a health practitioner, you're a leader. You're leading your patients towards health. And it might be about setting them a goal that's beyond what they think they're capable of. It might be that the patient is in a fair amount of pain and discomfort, and you can say, you know what, I think you can probably handle more than we're doing right now. And if you can do that with enough sincerity, they might just believe you, and they might take your advice, and they might actually improve. Their health may get better because they're willing to push themselves a little bit further than they thought they were capable of because of the trust that you've put into them.